Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I spelt it wrong. I was supposed to be y'all. And it corrected to tall. How you doing, everybody? It's the Bird of Wisdom Show. We getting our frolic on today. Tell you that right now. Whether we, for sure. No matter what happens, that's happening. So we had some fantabulous games last night. We'll talk about the Philadelphia Flyers and the whole schmozzle that happened there. I'm sure Jacket will be in here in a little bit to go off on how upset he is. Hey Mercer, how you doing, buddy? I'm sure he'll be in here in a second to tell us about. He had Buffalo on the reverse puck line. Jacket did. Good, good. Glad you are great. Glad you are great. That'll be the game we talk about first, so we might as well talk about, because that's going to be the game everybody wants to talk about. Complete implosion of the Buffalo Sabres again. Up 3-0. I mean, you can just taste it. You can just taste it. We're going to get a win. Oh my. Hello, Griffcat Gaming. How are you? Oh my. Just, it's right there. I can just about touch it. Nope. Can't have it. You're done. No win for you, says the Flyers. Oh man. That's unbelievable. You couldn't write a better script though, could you? Look at my bow ties all in flutter. Oh, that's not working well at all. Oh well. Hey buddy! Are you going to be here for the day today, or are you going to take off on us like you have been recently? Hockey News reports. Perlo! It's Joey Serrano! The Serrano man. Serranonator. Serrano. Well, I was already passing around bags for our heads to everybody in the land. I went on to the Goats live there, and he was. What was he doing again? What game was he doing? I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was the Penguins and the Islanders, right? And I jumped on there and I said, "Oh, I'm just over here pretending I'm not a Flyers fan," and then. Sure enough, the third comes, and all of a sudden I can be a Flyers fan all over again. What a freaking, oh my gosh, the poor Buffalo fans. Like, could you imagine the Buffalo radio right now on sports radio, the call-in shows? I'm surprised they're not down there just ripping everything apart down at that stadium. There's not riots going on in Buffalo right now. Like, that is absolutely pathetic. If you're a season ticket holder, I mean, not that you're paying right now, some of them might be. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. They got, I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, now you got the Flyers coming back again in 2 days. Are they going to play Carter Hart, or are they going to keep rolling with Elliott? I'm not sure, but you know, they gotta not lose that one again. So they're gonna be, everybody that's playing Buffalo now is playing to not lose. Like, nobody wants to be the team that loses to Buffalo, right? Like, nobody wants to go through that shame of being the team that lost to the team that's 18-0. 18-0. Jacket. Okay, Jacket can tell you all about pain. I can't even tell you about pain like Jacket can tell you about pain. I haven't won a home game since March of 2018. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you can tell us about pain, Jacket. Tell us all the people in the land how what your bet was last night. Is it the Jets 30 losses in a row? Yeah, Jacket had Buffalo on the reverse puck line. Oh my gosh. That is cost you 600 bone. Woo! Wow. Wow, for us Philly fans, it was a sigh of relief, I'll tell you that right now. I was getting pretty tired of being embarrassed. I mean, the only team that fortunately for Philly fans, we have the Sabres out there. So it can so we don't feel so embarrassed. You can't trust the Sabres to win ever. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Like, you would think that they wouldn't have a letdown there, right? But they got scared to lose. They're scared. They got scared to lose. And you can't win. You're not going to win too often if you're scared to lose. Because that just means you don't believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, how many times you're not going to win as a team. I've said it over and over again. A team that believes in themselves can do greater things than a more talented team. And they don't have either. They don't really have the talent. Although if they believed in themselves, in a way, like they believed in the actual talents they have, they could probably do. Like, look at Nashville right now. Nashville right now is winning games with Calvin Pickard in net. Pickard has been a goaltender for a very long time and has not been able to make the NHL. And now he's, by the way, don't forget to smash that like button. I see lots of people. We have like 11 people in the room and only 4 likes. I don't know why you'd want to be in here and not like it. Just kidding. I know you forget. I forget all the time too. Just bugging you. It just helps to bring more people in the land. We got to get to 100 concurrents, remember. And then we're going to find some real swag to send to somebody. If we can get to 100 concurrent viewers, that would be great. So hitting that like button and subscribing if you're in here increases the chances of that happening. Oh, did you really? I didn't even check because I like to be surprised. I don't even watch it until we get started on the game. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, no, let's not go there. Oh my gosh, really? I did not. I gotta check that interview out. So you got some whiny freaking people there. 8-51 on the road. Yeah, I have them on the puck line, and I don't know. I feel like in some ways I think I'm going to get burnt by that because Florida just I don't know. Are they going to put Pickard in? Are they going to have Grice in? Like I don't know. I don't feel good about that pick for me. Oh my, Minnesota ruined it, eh? Yeah, I have to kick myself for the Minnesota game yesterday because they hadn't played in 3 days, and that quite often happens. The team doesn't play for 3 days, and they just lose their rhythm a little bit. And there's a lot of parity in this league. San Jose is one of the worst teams in the league, but I mean they can beat any team that's off their game. There's a lot of parity. And Minnesota played well. They really deserved to win. Um, just sometimes it was one of those bounces don't go your way. But it's funny how the bounces don't go the way of a team when a lot when they have a layoff like that. Yeah, I did pretty well. We were up on Patreon yesterday, right, Jacket? So we got a bunch of you in here now. We can start going over our games, I think, for tomorrow, for today, and then we'll do our picks for tonight, of course. We all know that. But we can start going over the games. The first one we've already talked about a little bit. Yeah, Eric Carlson, I love Eric Carlson. I don't know why some people don't like him. He's not the greatest defensively, but he's like rock and roll, man. You ever see him out there? He looks like rock and roll. That's what he looks like. He's like the rock and roll player. He's so loose and happy and freaking gonna. I like him a lot. I like Carlson a lot. He scored 2 times last night, 2 goals. Well, let's get to those games since we're all talking about it. First, we'll go to the Flyers and Sabres, of course. I gotta. Do I have my? Here we go. The Flyers last night moved. A couple games behind Boston. What was it? Oh, 1 point behind Boston, but Boston's got 3 games in hand. It's going to be a fight with Boston, but they got a long way to go. They got to win a lot to make the playoffs, I would say. It's not looking good. Not looking good for them. Elliot, welcome, my friend. Haven't seen you in a long time. We're just going to go start talking about the games last night. So what do we have here? First game was Flyers and Sabres. We have Jacket 3-2 Sabres, Avatar 3-1 Flyers, Serrano 3-2 Flyers, Mercer 3-2 Flyers. If it was 3-2 Flyers, man, we would have been giving out a lot of swag today. I'll tell you that right now. Elliot's in the house. How you doing? He looks like Doc Holliday. Who looks like Doc Holliday? I think the Rangers. We'll get to that. I think the Rangers are going to win today. CL had 4-2 Flyers. Nobody had 4-3 Flyers, really? I had 3-2 Sabres, and it was 3-2 Sabres all the way to like what, a minute left, and they couldn't frickin' stop. I had Sabres PL on like yesterday, so I still got my bet, and I'm happy the Flyers won. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy. Although I would have liked to have got some Perlo swag today, but it's all right. Hockey News Reports did 5-4 Sabres. I guess that was his hot take. Hot take. But there was no hot take because he was wrong. He was wrong. What happened yesterday anyways? Who scored those fine goals for the Sabres and Flyers? A lot of people are saying they needed the Wild for parlays yesterday. I've heard that. You're about the 4th person today that has said that they needed the Wild for parlay. Yeah, that's the pick we gave for Patreon was Sabres plus 1.5. I love the joy. We get 180 on that. That was great value for a pretty high percentage play. I like that one. I did put down hot take. I went hot take. Well, I don't know. We'll find out. You might have to come back in an hour when we talk about those games. Yoki Haru scored last night. Cody Eakin scored his 2nd goal. Cody Eakin, I didn't realize this. Cody Eakin's probably got the worst shot as a forward in the league. He has a terrible shot. He doesn't have an NHL level shot. Uh, Cody Eakin, Reeder, and Sheahan is a line for the Buffalo Sabres. That's cray-cray. Yeah. Brandon Montour from Thompson and Hall. And then you got Kevin Hayes, Claude Giroux, Sean Couturier. The guys that need to be leading the Philadelphia Flyers start scoring all of a sudden. And the Flyers start playing with some desperation. Like, that's what the Flyers need. They need to play desperate hockey and believing in themselves hockey. Desperate and believing in themselves. Like, come on, man. You got all the talent in the world. And then finally, Ivan Provorov scores it in overtime. Patrick only had 7 minutes of ice time last night. Like, it's getting dangerous about Patrick being an NHL player even right now. It's crazy. Second overall pick looks, or was it first overall pick bust again? No, it was second overall. Second overall pick. Looks like he could be a bust. Yeah. That was as far as Sam Moran had 10 minutes ice time last night. Played another good game. He'll probably stay in the lineup. He was a forward last night. Gosh Despear got sent down. Gosh Despear got put on waivers after the game last night. He's done. They're going to be putting Moran in there. Well, he had no shot. What did he have? Sorry, did he have 2 shots? He had 2 shots on goal, no hits, no blocks, in a desperation game where he played. How much did he play? He played 20 minutes and he didn't block 1 shot. He didn't have any, and he had 1 giveaway, no takeaways. And I watched. He didn't look good. Now, Brian Elliott played okay. It wasn't really his fault. Dylan Cousins got hurt last night, as if Buffalo needs bad news. Elliot, we'll be talking about that in about an hour. We're going to talk about all the games in about an hour. And you'll get to hear all my picks. Yoki Haru played 15 minutes. Anyways, Buffalo didn't play awesome yesterday. It was just a case, again, of Philadelphia, whatever funk they're in. I think it's just when a loss of confidence and they can't get it back, which is a leadership issue. But anyways, we talked enough about that game. Sad day for the Buffalo Sabres fans, which is pretty much every day. Every day is pretty much a sad day for a Buffalo Sabres fan. And being an Oilers fan for the last 10 years, I can tell you how it feels. It feels like absolute garbage to wake up every day and call yourself a fan of a team like that. It's horrible. Horrible. Okay, let's get to the next one. Penguins and Islanders. I was a little afraid of this with the Islanders. They're looking tired. They did this last year, but it took a lot longer for them to look tired. But they're looking tired. They got a lot of young players there, and it's gotten. I think that they have a problem not being able to substitute a lot of players. They don't have the depth to be able to substitute a lot of players. And their players are starting to run down. They looked tired yesterday, for sure. Penguins just barely eke it out. I watched some of this game, but I was really focusing on the Buffalo-Philly game mostly. The Islanders did have 52 hits last night. 52 hits. That's crazy. Let's see, what did we have here? Implicit had 8-2 Islanders. Avatar had 4-2 Islanders. The GOAT had 4-3 Penguins. Mercer had 3-1 Penguins. Close, Mercer. Close. Didn't quite get it, but close. CL had 3-1 Islanders. Serrano had 5-3 Penguins. I had 5-2 Islanders. I was way off. Why am I looking at my phone? I should be looking here because you can't see me in my phone. Jacket 3-1 Islanders. Nobody had it. Hockey News reports 3-1, 4-1 Islanders. I'm going to be interested to see what the Islanders look like for the next couple of games. Like I said, I thought they looked pretty tired. And like they don't have many substitute players, and that's what they really need to get. They need to get some depth for the Islanders to be able to substitute guys in and out of the lineup a little better, especially on defense. They're playing Pelech and Pulak 22. Nick Leddy shouldn't be playing at this stage of his career 23 minutes a night every night. He's going to tire out, and it looks like they are tiring out. That being said, in Pittsburgh, it should be sort of the same way. But they just keep on plugging away. Zucker was back last night. I didn't even know that. Zucker's back for Pittsburgh. That helps. Anyways, decent game. Did Jari get injured last night? Jari must have got injured last night. And they had to put DeSmith in. And DeSmith played really well. Might be best for them because I think DeSmith overall has been the better goaltender, really. Like for the Islanders, Sebastian Aho should play more. But Austin Chernak is the next guy in line to go in the lineup. Austin Chernak hasn't been able to hold an NHL job for his whole career. He was in Calgary. I think he was in Boston, and now he's in the Islanders, and he's always been in and out of the lineup. He's got speed, but not much hockey sense. It's not a guy you want as your sub every day because you're not going to trust that dude. So they need some depth there on the island. It must have been injured, yeah. Okay, let's go to our next game. Oilers, I'm missing some games here. No. Let's do it again. Oilers and Maple Leafs. Although I don't have that as the next game here. What is our next game that we did? The next game we did... Yeah, Oilers and Leafs. Yeah, it was Oilers and Leafs. Okay. I think somebody's got this one for sure. I know I had the Oilers last night, and I thought it was going to be barely, and I thought it was going to be overtime. And it was overtime. Avatar had 3-2 Leafs. The GOAT had 4-3 Oilers in overtime. So close. Almost nailed the OT. Mercer! Hype! Mercer did say he was going to win 3. He got it. Oilers 3-2. Let's see some hype in that chat, yo. Nobody else had it. Everybody else had Oilers, but Mercer was the only one that nailed the score. Yes! So what are you taking, buddy? I didn't do any fancy. Did you go on your date last night? Did you have a date yesterday? Weren't you Brian Adams? Didn't you go out with Brian Adams last night, Mr. Mercer? How did it go? I didn't even get a chance to ask you that. Okay, good. That's good. All right. Well, you already had your celebrity date, so I'm just going to give you swag. What? Not just. I'll give you some more swag. What do you want there, buddy? Anyways, while you're thinking about it, I'll go to the Oilers game here. Ring. All right, a ring it is. Helen is having a difficult time making the rings. She's got to put it in a boiling molten lava thingamajigger. I don't know what it is. And she's got to form it and then put it back in again, cool it. Then she bangs it with one of those little hammer thingamajiggers. Bang, 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 bang. Did you have 32, Jackie? I do not have it written down here, Jackie. Maybe you did. You, oh, maybe you did. You had 3-2 Sabres for sure. Oh, that might be my bad. I'll send you some. I'll send you a Pearls of Wisdom patch for your hat patch. Uh, anyways, that game. I watched that game. Come on. McDavid was doing sick things. Like it's just so fun to watch McDavid every day. It's crazy. Uh, he didn't. He did get an assist last night. Kyle Turris got a goal last night. For the love of God. Now, what happened with Kyle Turris? Apparently, send you Liam. Okay. Helen, can you call? What's Liam's last name again? I forget. Call up Liam. Oh, she's got it written down. Don't worry about it. Yeah, call her up and go pick her up on the Perlocopter and send her to Jacket. If you could, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, Kyle Turris scored last night. Now, what happened? Kyle Turris was sent down to Lubani, right? Lubani. Kyle Turris was sent down, and while he was sent down, he was on conditioning. In other words, they forced him to work his ass off for like a week to get in better shape. So they're forcing him to get in shape because that seems to be what the problem is with Kyle Turris. Is he just decided? I don't blame him. He got the $6 million a year contract, and I love hockey, but if you gave me $6 million a year, I don't know if I'd want to go to the gym too often either. Be pretty distracted. Might have some other things I might want to do. But anyways, now he actually ended up losing money because of it. So they got him ship shape, and he came up and he scored a goal on the Nugent Hopkins line. Darnell Nurse potted his 12th goal in overtime last night. 12 goals. That is crazy. He on a full season, he's heading towards like 24 goals in the season. Awesome. McDavid had his 42nd assist. Austin Matthews had his 23rd goal. Pretty awesome game to watch. That was a killer game to watch. Back and forth. Uh, Solid overall hockey. The way hockey should be played, as far as I'm concerned. Oh wait, did I just go? That is a lot of overtime goals. Did I say? What did I say? Where did you get that from, Kyle? Anyways, that was a pretty damn good game to watch. Uh, I didn't watch the whole thing, but Nurse played absolutely insane all game. Let alone the overtime goal. He was fantastic. Smith played well. Hutchinson, I mean, he did. It wasn't. Hutchinson is starting to turn into an NHL player now. That's good for him. I guess he's a really good guy. Really good guy. I think the biggest thing for Toronto, though, is they still need help in their secondary scoring area. They're not getting enough production out of their secondary scoring. And they're not getting enough good players in their secondary scoring, like just solid overall players. Again, still the same type of player, too many of the same type of player. Finally, Joe Thornton only plays 10 minutes. That's more like it. What are you doing? They were playing him like 25 minutes before. Okay, let's go to the next game. The next game. That was a great game. I really enjoyed watching that game. Avalanche versus the Ducks. Um, this should have been way worse than it was. Avalanche absolutely dominated the Ducks last night. It was it was seriously like watching adults play against children. It was really bad. Uh, I made the Ducks. I'd like to know what the possession and the zone possession time was for that game. It must have been absolutely insane. Um, it looked like the Avalanche took it easy. Colorado took it easy on them actually. Yeah, it was very up tempo, fast, the way we like to watch hockey. Right? It was a really good game. Um, there wasn't one area where Anaheim Miller they got the Avalanche outshot the Ducks 48-15. And Miller through it all looked like he was like, get me the hell out of here. He looked like he was begging to get pulled. But they had nobody else to put in there. Stolarz played the night before. It was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. Fortunately for me, I had Colorado puck line. What did we have for Avatar 3-0 Avs. Serrano 4-2 Avs. What was it? 5-2. Mercer got another one. Holy crap, Mercer. 5-2. He nailed it. I had 7-1. Jacket had 5-0. So what? Hype in the chat if anybody's still in there. Where's everybody going today? Yeah, the Oilers do outskate, but I mean the Avs out everything. Everybody, they play a complete whole team system there. It is crazy. You got a bracelet and a ring. Okay, Helen, don't give me that look. Don't give me that look, Helen. Don't give me that look. You got a job to do. Bracelet for Mercer again. I know. Don't roll your eyes. Mercer's just hot as hell. Just steaming. Yeah, a lot of people are jealous of you, I'm sure. Uh, Anyways, there's not much to say about that game. It was a disgrace. So let's go to our next one. Kings versus the Golden Knights. And this is, the Kings are the second class of that division. It's like the Kings and the Avalanche and then everybody else. And they really did outplay LA. And that's a little more difficult to do, too. To outplay LA. LA's a little bit of a stronger team. However, they're without Mikey Anderson, and he's been fantastic for them. And it seems like they can't go without one defenseman there. They don't have the depth to compensate for injuries in LA, which is unfortunate. But I really like the team. And Quick was in net last night. As soon as Quick was in net, I was all over there in reg. I should have PL'd it actually, but I also had the over, and it didn't go. But Riley Smith, Thomas Nosek got his fourth. Thomas Nosek has been potting some every once in a while lately. Nicholas Hag got his fourth. You got some guys that were given a chance last night, probably had more ice time than usual. Oh, Mikey Anderson was in last night. What? It said he was injured the whole time. Wow. Who was injured? Maybe it wasn't Mikey Anderson. Strand was in. So if Strand was in, somebody was probably injured. We'll look down here in a bit. Um, it was a tough game. Quick is just not NHL goaltender anymore. Sorry to say, Quickie. I know you're out there and you're listening right now, Quick, but you're not. You're not. I know you like. It's hard for you to tell yourself that, and I know it makes you feel a little sour on your insides to hear me say that, but I got to be truthful to my peeps, and you're not. You're not a good. You're not an NHL goaltender anymore. Vegas just basically romped them. This could have been a lot worse than it was. What was the shots? Oh, it was only 25-24. Really, it didn't look like that. Yeah, Quick's going to have a shutout next game for sure. I'll get that, Perlo. He's going to have like... He's going to have... you're going to see him in the pregame. And they're going to talk to him. Hey, Avatar, how's it going, buddy? You're going to see him in the pregame. And he's going to be like, yeah, this is for Perlo. Wisdom out there. Tell him he's an a-hole. He's an a-hole. And he's going to go. He's going to drop to 0 for sure. Oh, is that right? Where were you born? Hockey News reports. I didn't even know. Who was injured last night? Oh, Nicholas Roy was injured. No, that was for Vegas. Why was he out? Is he hurt? Curtis McDermott was hurt. Okay. Oli Mata? No, I don't know. Whatever. I could have swore I saw Mikey Anderson was out, but where do you live, Hockey News reports? Let's go to our next game. We're all excited. Mercer's got 3. How many did you have this in 2 days, Mercer? That's crazy. We're not going to be able to keep up. We're going to have to go get some more storage. What, Connecticut? Is that CT? 2 today and 1 yesterday. Wow. Absolutely insane. Okay. Next one. Jets versus Flames. And this, I'll tell you this right now, this was a defining game for the Flames. This was an absolutely horrible loss. Connecticut. Cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Winnipeg had been on the road for like 6 days, 6 games, so almost a week and a half on the road. They played a crap load of games on the road. The Flames had to win this game, and you know what? They didn't play horrible, but they really got to be shaking in their boots right now about that Markstrom contract, because Markstrom did not look good last night. You had 3 yesterday? Okay, so Avatar and Mercer are tied for the week. Markstrom looked terrible last night. Did anybody watch that Edmonton game? And Calgary, the shots were even, but Calgary did not look like they were the better team at all. And they should have been all over the Jets last night. The Jets had, just like I said, played 5 or 6 games on the road. They should have been tired last night, but they played really well. I wouldn't say they played amazing, but they played better than Calgary, and that just can't be. Yeah, well, I think Montreal will probably catch the Flames, because those kind of games last night are defining games in a season. You got to be winning those games, man. You go up against any team in the league that has just played that many games. You gotta win that. You just gotta win that. And they didn't come close. It was 5-1. So, what did we have? Avatar had 4-1 Jets. Close. Serrano had 4-3 Flames. Mercer had 4-3 Jets. CL had 5-2 Jets. Everybody was all around it here. Perlo had 2-1 Jets. Jacket 3-2 Jets. H&R 5-3 Jets. Close H&R. We didn't give any swag away on that game. And now we go. We only got one more game. Cool. We got one more game. I didn't even get into the ice time on that game. Because, actually, yeah, I'm going to go look at the ice time in that game. I'm going to go look at it because I want to see how Sutter's playing these guys. Who's getting no ice time? I know that Bennett's been getting a lot of ice time compared to other players. Yeah, Bennett got 15 minutes of ice time yesterday. He's still playing him a lot. Nobody's really... Mangiapane's getting less ice time with him. That game. Because Sutter is if you're playing well to start off with, he'll ride you. If you're showing that you're going to play that game, he'll ride you. So Mangiapane maybe made a mistake early or something like that. Stone. He keeps on playing Stone. Stone second or third game in a row here. Played him 19 minutes. Stone is not a very good defenseman to be playing 19 minutes. I don't know. Sutter does weird stuff. Juuso Valimaki, is he injured? Because he wasn't playing last night. Neither was Dylan Dubé. I never heard that they were injured. He scratched Dubé and Valimaki. See what I mean? Weird. He does weird stuff. Okay. Let's go to our next game. The last game was the one that pissed everybody off. I heard like 3 people today say that their parlays were ruined by Minnesota last night. I was going to be up huge last night. I did have the over on this game, so it covered the loss for the Wild quite a bit. But I would have been up probably about 8 units, but I ended up only being up I think it was 3.5 to 4 units yesterday. But up is always good. Sasha, welcome Sasha. Welcome to the live, my friend. We're just getting on Minnesota and the Wild, and then we're probably just going to chat for 15 minutes. We're going to have a free-for-all. We're just going to talk about whatever you want to talk about for like 15 minutes. And then we're going to do our picks from the next night to the next night. Okay, but Minnesota. Okay, let's see who's got it here. You notice that the people that are winning the swag all the time are the people that are actually here in the chat. Oh, Toby Villara, Oilers versus Habs tonight. We're going to be doing that in a little bit, Toby. I like the Oilers myself, but we're going to be doing that a little bit. Welcome. Subscribe, please. Tell me all about it. Thanks for, or unless you already are. Maybe you already are subscribed, but thank you if you have been. Okay, let's go. We had 4-3. Was it 4-3, right? One, two, three, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4-3 in shootout. 4-3 in a shootout. Okay, Serrano had 3-2 Sharks. Good for you, Serrano. That was a nice pick. Avatar 5-1 Wild. Mercer 4-2 Wild. Jacket 2-1 Wild. Perlo 5-2 Wild. CL had 3-1 Sharks. And Hockey News Report had 6-1. So Serrano and CL were the only ones that take the Sharks. Now, I made a big mistake here. I wanted to talk about this a little bit. I did not pay attention to the fact that Minnesota had 3 days off before this game. And that is something we should always take into consideration, shouldn't we, boys and girls? Because they looked really off. Like, they didn't look like they were clicking very well. So they looked a little rusty is the word I'm trying to say. And if I would have noticed that, I probably would have took the Sharks. The Sharks outshot them 39-25. Talbot played really well. So did Jones. Jones has been mostly pretty good this year. So, and he played well last night. Radim Simic had, oh yeah, by the way, but the Buffalo Sabres, we were going to go pick them up to take them to the Perlos house of spanking. And they said that they had been there too often. That's it. So there's no more spankings for them for a bit. It's a lost cause. I mean, it's a lot of work getting prepared for that for my employees. And if it's not working, it's not working. I mean, sometimes you just got to give up. Suzuki and Romanoff, welcome. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the live. We're just about to get into picks, Suzuki and Romanoff, in 10 minutes. We're just talking about anything right now. Yeah, which they sure did. We're talking about anything for 10 minutes, and then we're going to get into picks. How's Suzuki and Romanoff? Are you subscribed, my friend? I hope you are. If you do, please subscribe. Hit the bell and all of that fine stuff. Hit the like button. But this game, Minnesota just didn't have it. But the good thing about it is they didn't have it, and they still almost won the game. Well, the Romanoffs are huge. First of all, Romanoff is, Montreal Canadiens, Suzuki and Romanoff. You're a Montreal Canadiens fan. The Romanovs are absolutely enormous in Russia. Are you kidding me? The biggest family in Russia. One of the wealthiest family in the world, the Romanovs. And Romanov from Montreal is part of that family, actually. So, yeah, I'm very aware of Romanov. They're going to trade Hall. The question is, who to? Who wants Hall? They're definitely going to trade Hall, though. Oh, don't leave! Don't leave me, Suzuki and Romanoff. We're just about to do picks. You don't want to miss the greatest day in the land. But I would say the Islanders might be thinking about it. Back next month. Okay. Sven said he no longer wants to work at Perlo's house of spanking. Well, he can leave. I've always tell them all the time. You don't need to stay. I'm not holding anybody here. You're free to go whenever you want. I don't know why anybody would not want to work at the Perlo's house of spanking. No, it's a fantastic job. Good paying job. Good paying blue collar job. I think the Islanders will be calling. There's going to be a lot of teams that are really in deep consideration about it because Hall has had the rumors of being not good in the room, and everywhere he goes, teams suck. Let's face it. He was with the Oilers. He sucked. He was with New Jersey. They sucked. He went to Arizona to make the playoffs. They didn't. Like everywhere Hull goes, Suck follows. So there may be teams that are a little gun shy on giving him a shot. And of course, now Buffalo would definitely retain half the salary. You're Jeff Skinner's parents. Oh gosh, did you see that goal last night or that pass last night? Jeff Skinner was resting his stick on his knees. He was in front of the net and he was resting his stick on his knees like he was barely gonna make it. And he got a pass right to his where his stick should be, and he has his stick up on in the air resting on his knees. Like from the time we are in Pee Wee, all we hear is keep your stick on the ice. There is an actual Canadian saying that it means, do the right thing. We will say to people as they leave, hey, keep your stick on the ice. It's an actual saying. Like everybody knows it. And Jeff Skinner, an NHL player making $9 million a year, $9 million, doesn't do it. It's absolutely insane. If I was a coach, I don't know what I would do, man. If I saw that he came off the ice, I would just tell him to go back. Just go back to the dressing room, get changed, don't even bother. Just get out of here. Get out of here. You're never playing in, I don't care what they do with you. You're never playing in a Bruins uniform again. We'll pay your salary for the rest of your damn life, and you can be happy doing whatever the heck you want, but you're not doing it in a Sabres jersey from now on. I would have been, it was absolutely stupid. I'm so sick of watching that guy play hockey, or call that play hockey. Insane. Insane. I would take Eriksson from Vancouver over him. I would take Lucic at double Lucic's salary over him. He is an absolute disgrace of a hockey player right now. Insane. Send you back to Pee Wee. That's right. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Anyways, it's my rant for today. Anybody that's new here, in a couple of minutes, we're going to be playing the picks game here at Perlo Land, where you pick the games and what the score is going to be, and tomorrow you win fabulous prizes. If we have any left, after Mercer pretty much took them all. Play for an underwater hockey league. Yes, just go to that rink in Vegas there, in Nevada. Play for the underwater hockey league there. Yeah, I bet you Romanov wouldn't doubt. He has several Rolls Royces already. Like, Romanov needs an NHL contract. Romanov would go home to Russia and tell them, hey, I just signed a $2 million a year contract. And they'd be like, well, that's cute, son. Good for you, sir. Well done. It'd be like getting minimum wage at McDonald's to the Romanov family. Like, yes, Perlo Choppa. The Perlo Choppa, yes. We have, we're working on a Perlo jet. That's what we're working on, a jet o Perlo. Yeah, the jet o Frolic. The jet o Frolic. That's what it's going to be. You're going to have a thing on the side of it. Oh, okay. Just like Chris Pronger's wife was the daughter, apparently, of the Walmart family, one of the Walmart people. Chris Pronger managed to find a girl whose family would have been like not impressed at all by the fact that he was an NHL player. They would have been like, a hockey player? Are you freaking kidding me? A hockey player? Really? Like his $6 million a year would have been like, yeah, whatever. The Walton family. I don't know if it was the Walton family. I'd have to look that up, but it was a family that had large interest with the Walmart organization. Oh, yeah. She had to leave before it snowed. That's the line she gave you? Oh, no. He come crying on my lap. But anyways, so Chris Pronger gets traded to the Edmonton Oilers. And I don't know if you guys know anything about Edmonton, but let's just say it wouldn't be the top of the list of the places to go for Walmart princesses, okay? Tissue for your issue, yeah. It wouldn't be a place to go for Walmart princesses, that's for sure. Like she would get off the plane and she'd be like, yeah, we're not staying here. Like for sure, pretty much. And Chris was like, well, I get to play with whoever it was at the time. And, I can't just leave. I'm getting paid money and blah, blah, blah. And there's like this big argument. You can stay here. I ain't staying here. She go back to Beverly Hills, and he had to play in Edmonton. And a year later, got traded. And then he divorced. Then they got a divorce. Here I am giving all these smut rumors crap. Is that the same Skinner that's draft eligible? He's not part of that family, is he? That'd be horrible. That'd be horrible. Just imagine having that Skinner be part of that. Your name is like plastered all over the place for life. You're gonna be like a moniker. Oh, you're a Skinner. Oh yeah, right. Don't do a Skinner now. Yeah, that's gonna be like that. His name is gonna be notorious for anyone from now on who gets the big contract and just packs it in. You're gonna be doing a Skinner. He's going to hear that for the rest of his natural life. Although he's going to have so much money, I'm sure he doesn't care. He may be living somewhere where like nobody cares about hockey anymore. But if he doesn't, his name is going to be that. His name, people are going to say, oh, I hope he doesn't do a Skinner. I've heard of Jordan Harris, but I haven't actually seen him, no. I spent so much time preparing for this fine programming, I quite often don't get a chance to get in on that. But, hours, the hours of elbow grease it takes for me to prepare for this, I'll tell you. Just the meditation alone to get my chakras in line for all of you. Better not pull a Skinner. That's right. Every time owners give out contracts right now, they'll be saying, do you think this guy's going to pull a Skinner or what? Yeah, pretty bad. Okay, so let's pull up our games. It's getting to that time. Everybody Perlo dance. Everybody. Oh, you got to watch my last video, by the way. You got to watch my last video. I talk about hockey news reports. And I talk about the GOAT in my last video. I'm going to talk about all of you guys. In my videos from now on, I'll be bringing you guys up in my videos. But watch my last one that I did. We just got a new shipment of headlight fluid. What? Okay. Now, we are going to go to tonight's games. Everybody get out your compasses and protractors and your calculators and your, what else do you need? Crayons, your journals and your duotangs and all of your trinkets, your Lucky Charms. Because we're getting to her now. We're going to get to her now. Perlo trackers. That's right. Okay. Oh, where's my pen? I just said all that and oh, here. I dropped my pen. Tuesday's games. Writing it down right here. Tuesday's games. We are getting to her right now. Where'd everybody go? We're just about to start playing the game and everybody leaves. You can't leave now. This is the time you stay for sure. This is the time people stay and not time people leave. Oh, you're going to get all your protractors and stuff. I see. Okay. Yes, that's good. Well, maybe they went to go watch the video. Don't watch the video now. Wait till after we do the games. Then you watch the video. Okay, first game we're doing, boys and girls. Oilers versus Canadians. Canadians, this is a tough game. This is a tough game because the Canadians haven't played in like 2 weeks. And the Oilers just played an overtime game in Toronto last night. They just played an overtime game. So we got a rusty team against a tired team. Starting goaltenders. Let me refresh. Starting goaltenders. Mikko Koskinen against Carey Price. I do not like that at all. Oh, they just make it tough on you. Okay. Yeah, so let's find out what everybody's got. Toby, tell me the score and the team, Toby. Mr. Valora. What do we got? Avatar starts. Let me move over here. I like it better when I see it from the live stream. Avatar's got 3-1 Oilers. Mercer has fourth. Mercer's hot. 4-3 Oilers. Wow, going on an over. Valora has 4-2 Oilers. Serrano. Ooh, Serrano's going with the halves. 4-3 halves. No, the goaltending isn't great in this game. The issue I have is I don't know how many shots they're going to be in the game because you got a tired team against a rusty team. So we got way more people than this. Come on, guys. Knock it out of the park. Give me some more picks. Perlo. I'm going to say 3-2 Oilers. I got 3-2 Oilers. I know there's more people out there than this. There's tons of people out there. Anybody new out there, all you got to do is tell me, whichever game we're doing, just tell me which game you want and what's the score going to be. Sasha, I did not get yours. How did I not get yours? Sasha had, oh, Philip Bridgman. You got 3-2 Oilers too. Okay, I can't retract it now. I guess we're going to have to share some swag. Bridgman, welcome, Mr. Bridgman. Have you been here before? If not, please do yourself a favor and subscribe to the channel. You'll find some fine programming here daily. 4-3 Oilers. Yeah, Hockey News Reports took off on us again. Jeez. He'll come back later. He'll come back later and he'll want to do all the picks. Okay, I guess we'll go to the next game now. Yeah, Edmonton, well, they're on the road. So they're probably going to be the dog, yeah. And they're on a back-to-back. I find that they don't take into consideration like a long layoff like Montreal. Like that's a really tough one to pick because I'm going with the team that has less rust here. I'll take a tired team with no rust than a team that hasn't played in a long time. So that's why I'm going with the Oilers there. I also think it's going to be under because they're both going to have difficult time get going for getting points. Okay, let's go to my next one. Devils versus Bruins. Devils versus... Oh, by the way, Toffoli's going to be out for Montreal. Last I saw. I should update that too. First of all, let's look at starting goaltenders for Devils versus Bruins. It still hasn't been confirmed for the Devils. It says projected Blackwood. Yaroslav Halak for Boston. Marchand, I know, is back for Boston. And I believe Carlo is back for Boston. Tuukka Rask. Tuukka Rask is not going to be back. But Boston's got Marchand and Carlo back. That's pretty huge. And New Jersey's got the same. He's sure still out. So, what do we got here? Serrano has Devils 4-3. Wow. 4-3 Devils. The Devils have had Boston's number as of late, but Valora 5-3 Bruins. Mercer 4-2 Bruins. Sasha 3-1 Devils? Wow. Going back to the Devils again. Devils have, like I said, they have had their number a bit. Bridgman 5-3 New Jersey. 5-3, Bruins. Apologize. Another 5-3. Avatar 4-2 Bruins. And Perlo. See, we got Blackwood and Halak. I'm going to say 4-1 Bruins. 4-1 Bruins. I think the Bruins are going to come back with a vengeance here. I don't think they're going to lose. I think this will be 3 straight in a row they lost to the Devils. Anybody that's in there right here right now just came in. What you do is you tell us which team's going to win. Who's going to, what's the, you know what I should do one time? We should, tomorrow, remind me of this tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. We're going to say, pick a player who's going to score maybe or something like that. What the score is going to be. And tomorrow you come in here into the chat and you'll get fabulous prizes if you're correct. If we have any left after Mercer pretty much robbed us blind last 2 days. We will have some left, I'm sure. I'll just get old Helen to work a lot harder, that's all. Did I miss one? Devils, oh yeah, it would help the Flyers. Okay, so it's all about the Flyers. I think the Flyers better help the Flyers. More important than anything. Okay. Next game. Capitals versus Rangers. This is an interesting game. I've heard people all over the place on this one. Shesterkin. Shesterkin is in net. And it still has not been confirmed for Washington. I'm pretty sure it'll be Samsonov. But you just never know. As far as injuries, Washington is the same. Eller has been out for a while. It's the same as it was before. And I believe the Rangers have most of their people back too. Howden and Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson is not even a problem, really. It's probably better that he's out. Brack is back in the house. Woo! Let's get some hype for Brack. Oh, Brack's got 3-2 Habs. Okay, well, just wait a second, Brack. You're screwing me up. 3-2 Habs. Valero has 2-1 Caps. Avatar has 5-2 Caps. Serrano has 3-2 New Rangers. Mercer, oh, you got me nervous, buddy. 5-3 Capitals. Hoffman has Sasha. Has 3-2 Rangers. Am I missing anybody? Toby, Valaro. Didn't I put Valaro down here already? No. Valaro. 2-1 Capitals. Oh yeah, you were the first one. What am I doing? Yeah, I have the Rangers too, but oh, did I do my one over here? Yeah, 4-1 Bruins. Perlo has three-one Rangers. I kind of like the Rangers too. I think Shesterkin's going to go off tonight. I just get that feeling. And Washington has been known to like to party, and it seems like every time they go to New York, they struggle. They lose a lot against New York in New York. I wonder why. What's his name? Kuznetsov. Remember when he got nailed with the pictures of him in the cocaine? Oops. Boy. Got suspended by the team. Yeah, I have a feeling about that game too. You know what? You're not the only one. A lot of people are liking the Rangers in that game. Where's Jacket? I didn't hear Jacket. Jacket, you out there? Jacket left on us, really? Wow. Okay, next game. Everybody's leaving. I'm hesitating. I shouldn't be hesitating. I should go right to the next game. Blue Jackets versus Lightning. I'm not going to talk about this game until you guys put your picks in. But Merzlikins is in for the Blue Jackets, and I just saw something to really mess me up. McElhaney is in. This to mess you right up. McElhaney is in for Tampa. Curtis McElhaney. Injury situation, week. I know there was no big deal as far as how many games they played or whatever. What was I going to say? Injuries, right. Tampa has Chernak and McDonough. Are they out still? Chernak and McDonough are still out. Wow. Okay, that changes a lot. Chernak and McDonough are out, and the Blue Jackets don't have injuries, but their team is just playing like absolute crap. So they have David Savard, but okay, I'm a little more confused about this game now. I know one thing I'm going to be doing for sure. Okay. Sasha, 5-2. 5-2 Lightning. 5-2 Bolts. Valera. 6-3 Bolts. Serrano, Tampa. 5-3 Bolts. Avatar, 4-1 Bolts. You think McElhaney is going to stop all those shots, Avatar? Mercer, 4-2 Lightning. Yeah, how many people are they going to have in there? Lots of hits. I don't know. We'll see if Columbus actually has some game at all. Has some energy, because they played against Detroit. They just looked absolutely terrible. I don't know what happened with them, but it looked terrible. Okay, Perlo then. I'm going to say somebody said 6-3 already, right? Somebody said 5-3. I'll go 4-3. 4-3 Bolts. But I'm really worried about McElhaney, I'll tell you. He has looked absolutely horrible. Oh, you put, okay, on a parlay? Nice. Valora. Isn't that what I said? Valora? I thought I said that. Valora. It's a flip. I don't know. McElhaney scares the crap out of me. Is that what you meant by maybe? That guy can't stop pucks. But Columbus Blue Jackets can't get shots on goals. So they could get 20 shots and score 3 in Tampa. It all depends on Merzlikins, but I mean Tampa, and then not only that, Tampa doesn't have McDonough, and they don't have. This could be a weird. I'm going to change mine. I'm going to say 5-4. 5-4. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. Yeah, Evan, E-Money's in the house. Yeah, Evan and I are doing a video with Steele on Thursday. I'm not sure what it's going to be about yet even. but we're going to be doing one. And E-Money has got a podcast called On the Money. You can get it on Anchor and all the other fine programming that you can get. Yeah, they're still strong. I just, if they weren't paying Columbus I may go against them with McElhaney and net. I'm serious. He's that bad. But he's that bad. Okay. Well, you know that. You know how bad he is. He's been terrible this year. Absolutely terrible. It makes it interesting. They like to make it interesting. I was hoping they were going to put Vasilevsky in, and then I'm like all over Tampa Bay. Now I'm not all over Tampa Bay. I'm going to have to change my pick on Patreon. But that's okay. We'll do that. Next game. Red Wings versus Panthers. And now we know we have I know from a team perspective, I get it. I know. Like if I'm Tampa, I'm probably doing the same thing. I just don't like it from a picking perspective at all. It makes it more difficult. Detroit has won like 3 in a row, right? The Panthers have been okay. What did they come off? They just came off a win. A lot of people are going to be going the Wings here, I imagine. The Panthers don't have Barkov, Hornquist, or Ekblad. They're playing Bobrovsky. And I believe Detroit is going to be going with Greiss here. Or are they going to go back to Pickard, who just happened to play well, I guess, against Columbus? No one confirmed, but Bobrovsky is confirmed. So let's go over here. E-Money gonna put a pick in for this or what? Sasha, wing, 3-2 Wings. See, a lot of people are going to be taking the Wings here, I bet. Avatar, 3-2 Panthers. They just lost Ekblad and they're playing Bobrovsky. That's my concern about this game. My thinking is, though, that they're going to be playing for Ekblad tonight. Mercer, 3-2 Red Wings. I think they're going to be playing balls out for Ekblad today after that terrible incident. Q's going to be like, we're going to win, we're going to win this for Ek. And they're going to come out barreling first period, I bet you. Serrano is taking 4-3 Red Wings. It is going to be a fun game to watch. I'm very interested in that game. Yeah, I'll tell you, I've got the Red Wings on the puck line at 180. I think there's a pretty darn good chance this is a 1-goal game, one way or another. I can't put any faith in Bobrovsky. I just can't. I can't do it. I love Florida's energy, and they're going to be playing for Ek. So they're going to come out barreling. If we find out Bernier is ready, that changes things. If Bernier's ready to play today, then let me see. Let's go to. I didn't even check the injuries here, did I? Let's refresh. If Bernier's in, I can definitely go with Detroit. No, Bernier's not going to be in. I don't trust Grice, and I don't trust Bobrovsky. I think Detroit will keep it close, but Florida will end up winning. It almost feels like an overtime game. With all those good players out for Florida. Should be an interesting game. I don't blame anybody for taking Detroit here. That's for sure. NHL TV. Yeah, I've got all the games too. Okay. I guess we'll go to the... we still don't have... We have a lot... Is this all we have here? We got Mercer, Serrano, Avatar, and Sasha. Who are we missing? This Serrano's here. Valora. Is it Val? She showed me how to say that. Valora, right? It's Valora. Valora. I think I was saying Valora. Valora, are you got a pick here, buddy? Are you still in? Or did you get offended because I said your name wrong? I'm sure you didn't. Valora. Okay, did you put a pick in, Valora? I missed it if you did for this game. What do you got for Detroit, Florida? Oh, you got it. Panthers 3, Red Wings 2. Sorry, I got it. Valora. 3-2 Panthers. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Sasha, Avatar, Mercer. Oh no, Mercer's there. Who am I missing? Just me, I guess. Okay, Perlo. I'm gonna say. Don't trust those guys. 4-3 Panthers. 4-3 Panthers is what I'm going. Next game. Hurricanes and Blackhawks. Blackhawks at home. Hurricanes are going with Nedeljkovic. And the Blackhawks are going with Lankinen. Two good young goaltenders. Trocheck is back for Tampa Bay. Or for Carolina, I mean. That's pretty huge. And Doc is back for the Blackhawks. Avatar has 6-4 Canes. Well, let me look up injuries here. Yeah, Teravainen, Gardner, Mrazek, and the Blackhawks. Yeah, Doc is back for Chicago. That's pretty big. Pretty big for both teams, actually. So, let me go over here. Six, 4 Canes for Avatar. Laura. Four, 3 Blackhawks. Mercer. 3-2 Canes. Sasha. 2-1 Hawks. Wow, a lot of people taking the Hawks here. Serrano also taking the Hawks. 4-3 Hawks. Yeah, it is sort of a hard game to call. I think that the Blackhawks are starting to wear down yet. Their young players are starting to wear down a tad. Uh, we're going to have lots of time to talk about this after this because we're going to have lots. Hopefully there's people that come. We'll add some more picks. I should have left some more room for picks. Shoot. That's right. Okay, I'll go with I'll go 2-1 Canes. 2-1 Canes. Because I think it's going to be an under. I doubt that score is going to come in. But I don't want to steal other people's scores. So, I good point, Sasha. You had 2-1 Hawks. Sasha had 2-1 Hawks. Um, I think their younger players are starting to wear down. I do think Chicago's going to get a big boost from getting Doc back. That's pretty huge. But they got a lot of players that have never played in the NHL, let alone played in this type of environment with COVID and the condensed schedule and all of that. I think as it goes along here, Chicago's going to fall off. John is doing this game tonight. Oh, that'll be cool. This game's on NBC tonight. Nice. I think with Trocheck back for Carolina, it gives Carolina a pretty good advantage here. Chicago's up the middle. Like Pius Suter's been playing really well, but when you compare that to Aho and Trocheck and Pius Suter and Kirby Dach, but Kirby Dach will probably take a little bit to get going. He was out with that broken hand or whatever, or arm for a long time. It'll certainly be huge for Chicago when he gets a couple games in and gets back into game shape again. But right now he's not. So I think up the middle, Carolina can really expose them. You're talking about the next game? Okay, we'll go to the next game and then we'll just talk about hockey. So the last game is the Stars and the Predators. And I haven't even put a pick in on this one yet. Because this is a tough one to pick. Goaltending. Let's see here. Hudobin is in for the Stars and he's been poopty this year so far. No confirmation for Nashville. Nashville's hurt a lot, but it doesn't seem to matter. They just have an energy going for them right now that is just crazy. There wasn't long ago that everybody was calling for Hines' head, and now he's if they came back and made the playoffs, he could be up for Coach of the Year. Forsberg is out. They've been out without Forsberg for a couple days now. Take your time. Yeah, take your time. Yeah, Steele won't let me clock out early, so we got to take our time. Ellis out, Duchesne out, Forsberg out, but they keep on winning. It doesn't make much sense. And then Dallas, They also have Radulov out and Sagan, and they've been getting lots of shots but haven't been able to score. So one of the probably the toughest game of the night to cap, really. Hudobin in, maybe Saros in. Dallas is at home, right? So tough one. Tough one. Is Dallas at home for this one? No, Dallas is in Nashville. Okay, I got my pick now. It took a while, but I think I got it. Oh my God. Okay. So, what do we got? I'll go on. Where is it here? I gotta go on the live stream. Stars versus Predators. Sounds like somebody's sick in the background. Yeah, kinda, doesn't it? Okay, what's next? Did anybody pick anybody yet? Or are you all taking your time? We can still talk hockey after this, guys. We can do this. Then when all the other people in the land come, we can. Valora. 5-3 Preds. That's what you're all taking your time with this one because it's not easy. But Avatar's got the same. Avatar 5-3 Preds. Mercer 4-2 Preds. Why you got everybody else's? Sasha 5-3 Nashville again? We have 3 5-3s. 5-3 Preds. Kyle Serrano 4-2 Preds. Everybody's taking the Preds. Serrano, Joey Serrano. Kyle Mercer. Mercer's got 4-2. 4-3. Serrano, Mercer, 4-2 Preds. And Perlo, I think I have you over here. Five two Preds. I got 5-2 Preds. Sasha says 5-2, 4-2 Stars. Wow, the only stars. 4-2 stars. Okay, I'm gonna look up to see if I can find any news going on today, so we can talk for a while longer. We got 20 minutes to play around and do whatever we want to do. We could talk. Anyways, who do you guys think that Taylor Hall's going to go to? I think the Islanders. But the problem with that is Lamoriello doesn't like to take guys that are out, that even have a hint of a problem in the room. Let me go to Cap Friendly here. Look down. St. Louis. I think St. Louis might swing for the fences for Taylor Hall. They've been having problem. That sounds like something that they might do. Although how many times has they really gone out and got a rental though? I don't remember them ever getting a rental. They're not much for rentals. I don't know if Buffalo's going to really get that much. What do you guys think? Who do you think that he may go to? How about Nashville? The one we were just talking about. That's something that Poyle would do. That sounds like something Poyle would do. Go out and get Taylor Hall. Yeah. Well, they got Philadelphia again. And so that's a possibility. If Philadelphia, doesn't wake up again, hopefully it gained them some confidence coming back off of that as a Philadelphia Flyers fan, but I don't know about that. We'll see, but we'll see. I'm so not. I think the big problem in Philadelphia, honestly, has been Carter Hart's struggles, because it looks like he's been very immature. And I think a lot of the players on that team took a deep, like a kind of sigh of relief when Carter Hart came up and was knocking it out of the park. And then when he started struggling, it took like the wind out of everybody's sails. Like, oh no, here we go again with no goaltender. Yeah. But what they ended up doing was being afraid. What they ended up doing was being afraid of losing. And when you're afraid of losing, you usually lose. You got to want to win more than being afraid of losing. If you're afraid to lose, you're probably going to lose. And if the problem is when you're on a 18-game losing streak, it adds that pressure. It gets in your head. It goes, oh no, we can't lose this one. We're not going to lose this one. And the more you say you're not going to do something like that, the more you'll likely end up doing it. You ever notice that? You ever say, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. You'll usually do it. But if your mind's not on it and you're just playing and doing, or whatever you're doing, not even playing, just doing, then you'll just do it. You'll succeed. But if you're focusing on what not to do, as far as like you'll probably end up doing that. Yeah, does that make any sense to you, or am I just talking out of my ass here? But I think Nashville's a possibility. It's not Hart's fault all the time, but I'm not saying it's Hart's fault. Okay, let's go back here. I think the Flyers should have never fired Hextall right from the get-go. I don't think they ever should have fired Hextall right from the get-go. I also think that I'm going to trust Hextall, a legend goaltender, on what to do with Carter Hart, If he says that he's not ready, maturity wise, he's probably right, and it looks like he was right. I know we really need a goaltender and stuff like that. And the problem that seems to happen in Philadelphia a lot is that they overreact. Look at the last time they overreacted for a goaltender. You want to tell me who that was? That was horrible. Hey, low gamer, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the chat. We were just talking Philly because that's really the story right now. Philly and Buffalo, the two stories. But I think they should have given more time, just like Hextall said, and Philly overreact. Yeah, exactly. No, they overreacted, and they're not until the organization as a whole can be patient and let a team grow into itself and stop holding on to the Girouds and the Voraceks and nonsense over and over and over again. Like, choose to rebuild and rebuild. It's anyways, whatever. That's my. Everybody leaves now because I'm starting to talk about Philadelphia. Yeah, that's what I think about that. As far as Buffalo, yeah, I think Nashville might give them a go. If Nashville's in it and possibly could get there. I mean, the thing is now, I don't think you're going to get much for Hall. I don't even know if you're going to get a first for Hall right now, even if you do half of his contract. Oh, third period team, yeah. Donuts and coffee? Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I don't think it's all Carter Hart's fault. The defense for Philly has been absolutely awful. Awful. And that's hard on a kid, for sure. But let's face it, Carter Hart has struggled. And a lot of that might have to do with the fact that the defense has been so bad and he's simply lost confidence in himself. So now you got Florida, who's going to be looking to add a defenseman as well. There's been talk about talk about Ekholm, another Ek. But I don't think Nashville's going to be sellers now. Yeah, I agree, but they would have won more games with great goaltending for sure. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. There's no way a guy like Marc-Andre Fleury is going to lose as many games as Carter Hart did this year if he's playing for the Philadelphia Flyers. He would steal games for you for sure. I must say, other teams they play hit harder. Yeah, hitting has been an issue. Just a sense of urgency. I don't even. It's just belief, man. They just don't believe in themselves. It really is. It just fell apart one thing at a time. Gustafson has been absolutely horrible. Now you have Gosh Spear going on waivers. He's getting sent down. I don't think he wants to leave. I haven't heard anything about that. You're talking about Getzlaff? Or are you talking about the captain, Getzlaff? I haven't. I've heard the exact opposite. Like, he doesn't want to leave at all. If he did leave, if he wanted to go for a cup, I think Minnesota would be interested to adding up the middle there, adding some veteran leadership with Ekman Ek. Now, like I said, I don't know if he'd want to do something like that. Yeah, Getzlaff. I think if he were to go anywhere, he would go. I would say Minnesota is the first thing that comes to mind. That's the first team that comes to mind. Besides that, I don't. To get a cup, yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. I can look it up here to see. It just says that they're not going to approach him. He's going to have to go to them. But they're not going to ask him. Yeah, they're not going to ask Getzlaff. Getzlaff will have to go to them. Yeah, I mean, if he is available, if he decides he wants to do that, I wonder if he'd want to stay in that area, but there's no team. The only team that could really, he could stay in that area to do it with would be LA, and LA's probably, you can't call them a contender. So, would Colorado give him a shot? Maybe. Not likely, though. McDavid is better than Gretzky. I heard that. He's got to prove. If you ask Gretzky, Gretzky will tell you that McDavid's better than him. But, I mean, you're talking about different eras. So, Serling came in late like usual. Gonna have to go to the house of spanking, my friend. He's got a long way to go. I mean, it's a different era. There's elements of McDavid's game that are definitely better than Gretzky. He's certainly a better skater. McDavid is the best skater I've seen with the puck on his stick. Well, you gotta quit work. Get a different job. I mean, I don't know. Like, gotta get a different job, Kevin. See you later, Toby. Thanks for coming out. See you tomorrow, maybe. Bring all your friends. We get up to 100 concurrent viewers, and there's going to be a big spanking prize. We just need to hit 100 concurrent viewers. Also, check out my picks video on your way out if you got time too. I got a picks video that's pretty good. It's actually pretty funny, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good, Hockey News Report. One of these, we'll get you here all the time soon. Yes, that was the other thing. Yes, if we get 100 concurrent viewers, fantasy hockey. I'll try to do some fantasy hockey for sure. Going to play PS4. Oh, cool. But yeah, I think Getzlaff would go to Minnesota. He's interesting. I don't know. He's got a family. He's got a family. I don't know what his family's going to say about him going? Is it going to be worth taking that time from his family to go, especially with COVID around and all that stuff like that? Oh, right on, Hockey News Reports. Nice. That'll be cool. 55-inch. Oh, nice. Hey, Michael Irish, welcome in. Come on, welcome in, buddy. Julie, right. Oh no, Julie's ill. That's not great. Saturdays are not the best for me, but I'll see. I usually can drop in at night. Is it during the night? Is it an evening game? Habs and Sens? What? Oh, that's not good. 7 Eastern. Well, I can't promise you because Saturdays are when I do all the things. Like, Saturdays are kind of like my day off. So I do a lot of things with the wife and stuff like that. And then the more we get going into summertime, as it gets warmer, there'll be less and less things I'll be doing on Saturdays as well. No, I can't wait to. Hopefully she's well, my friend. I'll sending Perlo energy to your wife right now. Or maybe it's your girlfriend. Whatever. Oh, Thursday I might be able to do that. I might be able to rock Thursday. Also, okay, well, I got some things going on. Thursday, we're going to be doing a video with Steele and E-Money. What do we have? I wrote everybody's. Oh, I think I got rid of it. I wrote down when everybody was going to be doing lives here. Oh, John is doing Chicago versus the Canes tonight. You guys already told me that, didn't you? Tomorrow, Flyers versus Stars. Is that what that says? My writing is horrible. The Bruins are much better without Rask. Do you think they're going to lose to New Jersey tonight, though? I don't think so. God, I hope not, for their sake, because that would be a terrible loss. They lost to New Jersey? Wow. Saturday, Bruins versus Penguins. Also, Peyton on the radio, who is going to be on this show a lot more soon. He's going to be finishing his school at the end of the month. No, like 3 weeks from now. And then when he finishes up school, he's going to be on here a lot more. He is going to be doing a live tomorrow night for the Leafs-Jets game. He may be Wild, and then he's doing one Thursday, the Wild versus Knights. And then Sunday, the Stars versus the Canes. And I guess I'm going to head out now, boys and girls. This is my full 42. We'll see who gets all the fabulous prizes tomorrow. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. Love having you. Head over to my video. Make sure to check out that Picks video. Give it a like. Let's get it out there to all the land. The last one I did. It's funny. I talk about Hockey News Reports, and I talk about the GOAT, and I'm going to talk about more of you guys in those videos too. Have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow, between 3 and 5 Eastern. Lots of love to you. Okay, bye.